Howdy YouTube. Today I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons why I love my Harbor Freight Chicago electric welder. Let's start off with reason number 1. The price of it. You know, for $100 you get a welder, you get a spool. I think it's like a 10-pound spool. It's one of the little ones. Yeah, you get one of these. Yeah, that's, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, you get, and you also get one of the little handheld, cheapy Chinese, welding masks that nobody uses. And, but the number one reason why if you're looking to buy this is it's cheap. You want to get into welding, you don't want to spend a ton of money, you don't know if you're going to like it or if you're going to hate it, or, you know, or maybe have a little small project you need it on and you want to go buy a $400 or $500 mill, or, you know. So number one is the price. I think they were like $100. You can probably get them cheaper now because they came out with a new line of stuff. On Facebook they probably run you about $50-$60. And I've beat the crap out of this one. I've went past this duty cycle because it says it can only do like see what's on the front. No, doesn't say the duty cycle anymore. But the duty cycle, I think it's like 3 minutes out of 10 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% sure about that. But basically, I just go until I'm done. You know, I haven't had any issues out of it. It's never overheated and stopped on me. It can't weld as fast as you can, but odds are you're a learner, you know, you're a beginner. So this is a good machine if you're just gonna, you know, learn how to use it. And the second reason why I think you should buy one is these little spools right here. If you go to Harbor Freight, they're real cheap. But if you change them out to the Lincoln Electric ones that are 0.035, yeah, these are 0.035, and it comes factory with 0.030 wire. So you're going a little bit bigger, like it's barely any bigger. So you will have to change out your tip. And they should say on them somewhere, yeah, this is the one that came with it, 0.030. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. But I just keep that old one back there. But you will notice a huge difference in the way it welds when you start using the Lincoln Electric wire compared to the Harbor Freight wire. The welder is 10 times better with this wire on it. If I were you, I'd use the first spool that they give you just to test with, get used to it, get used to the way it feeds, get used to the settings and mess with them a little bit. I found that keeping it right around 6 and always on max, I've never welded on the minimum setting just because it doesn't like to, or at least this particular one that I have doesn't. I found out that 5 is a little too slow, 7 is a little too fast, and 6 is right about where I stay depending on the day. I can boost it up a little bit higher or a little bit lower depending on where I'm at, what I'm doing. But it says it can do a maximum of 3/16 material, which is 5 millimeters, and the speed setting should be, for what I'm using, a 9.5. Now, I'm not saying you should do this, but I've welded 1/4-inch plate with this, and I've had it on max, set it right down on 6, put a lot of heat into it, put a lot of material down, and it has not come apart. I've had, heck, on that log splitter I made, that was 1/4-inch material. That was 1/4-inch flat ball, and that was 1/4-inch no, that was 1/2-inch rebar and 1/4-inch flat ball. And yeah, it's never coming apart. So just do what you want. But I'm telling you, I've done up to 1/2-inch stuff on it, and I haven't had any issues out of it. This is like my 4th or 5th spool through this, or it might even be my 6th. But I've had it for about a year, haven't had any issues out of it. This is kind of annoying, but it'll be okay. But reason number 3, let me look at my little list here I had to make, so that way I'm not losing my spot here. Oh, thing about the Lincoln electric wire, it is easily accessible. You can go to any Walmart and go back to where they sell their welders, or go back to the auto parts or the auto tech or the tile shop back there, and although they will have this, it's only about $10 a spool. I think it's like a 10 pound, 1 pound, something like that. It's either a 10 or a 1. I'm pretty sure it's a 10 pound. But I don't have any extras. Normally I do. I normally buy them in 2 or 3 at a time. Oh yeah, I do have an extra one. Extra one right here. This is what it looks like. It is a 1 pound spool, not a 10 pound. 1 pound spool for $10. Lincoln Electric InnoShield NL-211 MP. This is what you need, and you're also gonna need a new tip, like I said before. But this stuff makes a world of difference. So yeah, like let's say you're going out to a track day and you, I don't know, you break a control arm and you can't get one, and your control arm just happens to be made out of steel instead of aluminum or anything else. Well, you'll be able to fix it, get it loaded back onto the trailer, and take it home. Now, I wouldn't recommend driving on it, but you know, you can weld it back up good enough to get it onto the trailer and get home. So like if you run out, you can go up to your local Walmart, because they're everywhere, and you can buy that. The controls are very easy. You just have on, off, minimum and maximum, and then your speed. I kind of touched on that before. It's got pretty decent performance. That's number 4. Like I've said, I've welded up to half-inch material. Have not had any issues. I'm not a professional welder by any means, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But just my experiences with it, it's been pretty easy. You know, pretty self-explanatory. You know, I'm not a big welder. I'm decent at it, but I'm not the best. And then the 5th one is the actual flux core itself. This, you don't need to have a big gas tank on the back. You don't need to haul around, you know, a bunch of stuff. You can literally just take an extension cord, this, out in the middle of a field, run it off a generator, run it off whatever. You don't need any gas. You just pick it up, throw it in your truck, throw it in your toolbox, whatever you need to. And as long as you have power, you can weld. So that's a good thing about this, and that's the main reason that I got this over the nicer one. It wasn't only because of the price; it was because I didn't want to have to